The Galactic Council chamber went completely still as Ambassador Ryland Vex rose from his seat. For 300 years, humanity had endured. For 3 centuries, they had smiled through mockery, tolerated broken treaties, and swallowed humiliation while the older species dismissed them as reckless primitives and warmongers. That era ended today. "Sit down, human," High Counselor Zephron ordered, his crystalline voice echoing across the vast hall. "You have no authorization to speak outside protocol." "I am finished asking for permission," Ryland replied calmly, his words slicing through the silence. The chamber froze. In 3 centuries of council membership, no human had ever openly defied procedure. Humans had been the perfect members, patient, compliant, endlessly polite. "This is your final warning," Zephron said, his form shimmering with authority. "Observe proper conduct or face expulsion." "Then expel us," Ryland answered. "We no longer care." Shock rippled through the chamber. Insectoid delegates clicked in alarm. Aquatic representatives released frantic bubbles. Even the ancient stone beings shifted uneasily. "You cannot be serious," Counselor Vina said breathlessly. "Humanity depends on the Council for trade, protection, survival." "We depended on you," Ryland corrected. Past tense. "You've made it clear we will never be equals here. We will always be the violent children you tolerate but never respect." "Because you are violent," Zephron snapped. "Your history proves it." Ryland smiled, and that smile made several delegates reach instinctively for emergency evacuation controls. "You want to discuss violence?" Ryland asked softly. "Then let's discuss violence." For 3 centuries, the Creeks sabotaged 17 human colony ships. 8,000 civilians died. The Council labeled it acceptable losses. The Creeks buzzed in protest, but Ryland continued without pause. The Valoran Empire seized 42 human mining stations in neutral space. The Council ruled in their favor every time. Those rulings were legally justified, Zephron insisted. The Depth Speakers poisoned water supplies on 6 human agricultural worlds, Ryland continued, his voice rising. 30 million displaced. Your verdict? Cultural misunderstanding. We did not realize your biology was so vulnerable, the aquatic representative gurgled. You knew, Ryland said flatly. You absolutely knew. And you did it because you believed we wouldn't retaliate. You thought we had become harmless. Haven't you? Vina asked quietly. We tried, Ryland admitted. We truly did. We wanted to prove we had grown beyond our violent past. We wanted to show the galaxy we could be trusted, partners in something greater. He swept his gaze across the assembled delegates. But you never allowed that, he continued. Every peace gesture was taken as weakness. Every compromise was exploited. Every time we turned the other cheek, you struck harder. What are you saying? Zephron demanded. I'm saying humanity's experiment with pacifism is over, Ryland declared. Effective immediately, all human forces are withdrawn from Council peacekeeping operations. All technology sharing agreements are terminated. All human trade routes are closed to Council vessels. The chamber erupted. Translation devices overlapped into a storm of outrage. You can't do this. Zephron roared. Half the Council infrastructure runs on human systems. Your medical technology alone saves billions each year. Then you should have treated us better, Ryland said simply. This is extortion, Vina accused. No, Ryland corrected. Extortion involves threats. I am merely informing you that we are leaving. What you do with that information is your choice. The Council will enforce compliance, Zephron warned. Ryland laughed, a sound utterly devoid of humor. With what fleet? He asked. 40% of your warships use human engines. Your weapons rely on human designs. Your doctrines were written by human strategists. Silence followed, absolute and suffocating. You have two options, Ryland said. Acknowledge humanity as equals, with full voting rights and veto authority, or watch us walk away. There will be no negotiations. No compromises. And if we refuse? Zephron asked quietly. Then we leave, Ryland replied. And we take everything we built. Every technology. Every medical treatment. Every agricultural system. Every alliance forged beyond this chamber. He paused. Humanity will survive without the Council. Can the Council survive without humanity? Delegates exchanged glances, calculations flashing behind alien eyes. This isn't who you are, Vina pleaded. You're the species that chose peace. We chose peace when it was returned, Ryland said. You taught us the galaxy respects only strength. Lesson learned. You're making a terrible mistake, Zephron warned. The mistake was believing we could earn respect through kindness, Ryland replied. You don't respect kindness, you exploit it. So now, we'll offer something you do respect. He turned toward the exit. Fear. Wait, Zephron called. What are your terms? Ryland stopped at the doors. Full council equality with veto power. Immediate reparations for every treaty violation. And a formal apology acknowledging 3 centuries of systemic discrimination. That's everything, Zephron whispered. Yes, Ryland agreed. It is. You have one standard day to decide. As he left, every species in the chamber knew the outcome. They had no choice. They had spent 3 centuries provoking a sleeping predator. And now it was awake. Humanity's patience had never been weakness. It was restraint. And a species capable of enduring 300 years of injustice without breaking possessed a will the galaxy could never defeat. The Council would never make that mistake again.